Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you have the older style halogen light bulbs and you're thinking about replacing those with the LED versions, you've come to the right place. I've got the Hawkglow F6C light bulb replacements. These are LEDs for the 9006 bulb, which is in this 2009 Honda Accord. So stick around while I show you how to remove the old halogen bulbs, install the new LEDs, and I'll also show you how to adjust the lights pointing up and pointing down. Hopefully this video will be helpful for you if you're considering replacing the halogen bulbs with some new brighter LEDs. Well, let's get to the unboxing. These are the 9006 model bulbs. Comes with product manual. Comes with one of the bulbs. As you can see, this one has a pretty straightforward connector. You're going to plug it back into the factory harness. This has got the LED bulb with the fan. The other side, same thing. There you go. Straightforward, simple, not complicated, but good quality. It's packed nicely, easy to put together, easy to open up, easy to take apart. Let's get the old ones uninstalled, install these new ones, and show you a comparison of the difference. I think the only thing to consider is that this plugs in both ways, and so it looks like it's pretty universal. It could plug in this way, it could plug in that way, and it's this polarity sensitive. So which way you plug it in matters. So if you plug it in this way and it doesn't turn on, then we gotta flip it around. Right, so the way you replace the low beam bulbs on the Honda Accord is you basically gotta remove a few clips like these. Expect a couple to get broken, just so you have enough space to bend the fender cover over, and then in there you can see up in there, there's the backing of the headlight bulb. So you're going to reach in there and you're going to turn counterclockwise about, say, a quarter of a turn, not even, and then you're going to pull it out. So once you pull it out, there's not a lot of space to work with. As you can see, there's the old bulb, there's the connector. So you're going to squeeze this tab here, and then you're going to pull down on the housing of the bulb while you're squeezing, and then you pull the bulb out that way. Okay, so this is the bulb here, the old one. So let's go compare it with the new one and look to get the new one installed. Well, let's do the bulb comparison. Here are the old ones, obviously, model 9006 bulb. Here's the new one, LED bulb. It's basically the same size, of course, with the exception of the fan on the back. If you look at it from the top, looks like it's got the 3 wings. The new one has 3 wings that are not as wide as the old one, but I don't think that should impact the installation or usage at all. Okay, we got the bulb. I'm just gonna plug it in one way here. Clips in. Let's turn the lights. Nothing. No fan, no nothing. Okay, turn off the lights. Flip it around again. Comes out maybe easier now because I use some WD-40 on it. Maybe not. Okay, switch that connector around. Okay, let's turn the headlights on again. Alright, there. The fan works and the LED works. So let's try to get that seated in here. Basically, you want these LEDs, when it's installed, to be pointing left and right. So we're going to get it so it's lined up basically just like that, and then once it's in, we turn it, I don't know, but not even a quarter click, and it should lock in place. Okay, this is weird. Now, what I want to do is I want to remove the bulb. Now I can't even get the bulb out. Now it's like, it's clicked in there. And then once it's clicked in, it'll rotate, but, whoa, that was, look at that. It was just basically disconnected from the let's see how that's supposed to go on, like that, I suppose. I guess I'll check with the other one, but gotta tell you, I haven't seen that before. So you get it in there, and then when it's trying to come out, this piece comes off. Okay, so now we know that piece comes off. I don't know if that's going to help or hinder. Honestly, this has not been kind of the reviews where it's like, hey, wow, that was really easy, super clean, super simple, perfect fit. Definitely none of that. Not enjoying the way this isn't working very nicely. Pretty sketchy the way this goes in here. Okay, about 45 degrees counterclockwise. And then once it's in there, 45 degrees clockwise. Alright, that seems to be tighter. Let's turn the lights on again and see if they still work. Alright, I guess they work. Turn them off. Alright, so we have the 3 clips, and it's pretty common for these to break, so just be aware of that. Anyway, there's one up here. Let's see if we can get this back in there. Clip it. And one on the bottom here. And the last one just underneath. Okay, let's try the other side and hope it goes smoother than this side did. Okay, I gotta tell you, the passenger side is actually, if possible, the removal is a little bit worse, and the connector from the vehicle that feeds the power for the LED or the headlight bulb is really short, so you don't even get a lot of slack with this one. But we're gonna try it. We plugged it in one way. Let's see if this turns on. Let's turn the lights. Nope. Okay, let's turn the lights off. And then we'll switch polarity on that. Okay, I'm going to tell you, these are really crummy. They go on both ways, but the polarity only works one way. So you got to make sure you plug it in correctly. And if you don't, you got to switch it around. Now the problem with that is these are just super tight. So as soon as you actually push it firmly down, it's not going to come out very easily. So if you get it wrong, it's that 50-50 thing. You got to undo it and then plug it, flip it around, and then plug it back in, which is really a pain in the butt with these. And like I said, this side's worse because you have less play than the other side with the connector on the vehicle side. There's like no slack. Okay, lights on. Okay, good. Lights off. Again, that sort of collar piece moves around independently of that bulb itself. So like here, I've got it more or less lined up, and then I think it's clicked in, but it's not. So I don't know if you can tell, if you look really closely, the top part is wobbling and it's not in there securely. Okay, the bulb is back out, and as you can see, the collar around it that seats itself into the housing for the bulb has come off. I mean, it looks like it's designed to come off, but it's certainly not a benefit, because now I got to get that other piece out. And as far as I can tell, that thing is now properly seated in the socket, which is a huge pain to try to remove without this bulb actually in it. Alright, I got this piece out of there, back on here, and again, let's try to push this back in, seat it properly, all of those 3 fins in at the same time, twist, and then supposedly we should be done after that. Okay, this is what it looks like in the passenger side once you have the light bulb seated in properly. Okay, we're finally done. We've got the LEDs installed, and this is what they look like turned on. Of course, I'm going to show you the before and after with a nighttime comparison. Let's turn on the lights. You can see the immediate brightness comparison with the LED bulbs on the right being way brighter. Well, although the installation was a bit of a pain, not gonna lie, the light quality seems to be really good. I guess time will tell. It's the first night, so it's gonna take a while before I can give you a full review in terms of the longevity of these light bulbs, but the lighting quality It seems to be just fine. There's no flicker, and the brightness is very good. Might have to look at adjusting these downwards. I find that with these new LED ones, they tend to cause a lot of glare for oncoming traffic, so I tend to turn them down and adjust them downwards. Alright, so the way this works, this is the passenger side. You can see there's a little legend up on the top here. If you adjust it counterclockwise, it shows you D for down, and if you adjust it clockwise, it shows you U for up. And then you can see down in there, I'll show you the bolt to adjust it. It was right there. And it's facing towards the back of the engine. So we're going to get in there with that 10mm ratchet and turn it counterclockwise. On the driver's side, similarly, got some instructions there, same thing as the other side. And then if you look down in there, you see there's that bolt right there. Same thing, 10mm. Okay, I can't believe how cruel Honda is actually. As you already know, on the driver's side, that's where the bolt is. And as you can see from here, it's not like there's a ton of room. I used a Sharpie and I just notched the top of that bolt. I'm just going to get a wrench in there, turn it counterclockwise so I can see that back at the top again, and that's basically one. Alright, I just have to say this is ridiculous, especially from a Honda. So what I had to do to sort of get in there is I taped a stubby ratcheting wrench and my regular wrench, and you can see the electric tape is loose because what I'm trying to do is get in there with this silly ratcheting wrench and have enough play so that I can actually rotate it back and forth, and you can hear the gears clicking, like maybe one or two at a time. And that's how I'm basically going to get it to rotate around once. I'm not going to torture you by making you watch this. Alright, time to wrap up this video. So you saw the install, you saw the light comparison between the LEDs. Let's talk about the good, let's talk about the bad. Good points, brighter LEDs, no question. They have way better lighting than the old halogen bulb. So if you're looking for an easy replacement or semi-easy replacement based on what you saw, definitely go with some LED bulbs to replace those halogens. The negatives in this particular case is I didn't like, first of all, that collar basically detached from the bulb, which made it super frustrating to get that installed properly. Secondly, I don't know if the bulb and the housing itself was the difficulty or if it's just the way you do it with this 2009 Honda Accord, but I found it really way more difficult than it needed to be to get installed. I was cutting my arms with the fenders. It just wasn't seated properly, and I had to do it multiple times. And the last thing I didn't like was the fact that they didn't take the time to sort of figure out the right polarity. So again, like I said, you can plug it in both ways, and you have to figure out whether the polarity is working for you or not, and if not, you gotta reverse that. And I didn't really like that. I figure you can take the time, do some proper quality testing, figure out which polarity path is the correct one, and set it up so there's only one way to plug it in. So hopefully that video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these bulbs or different bulbs and you have a similar or a different experience to share. Appreciate that. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to be notified of all of our latest DIY and tool review videos. Thanks for watching, everyone.